Alright, so the last time I posted, I didn't really go into what was going on medically. Still trying to get deep brain stimulation. I have to be assisted with an attendant and put in a wheelchair that I can't sit in straight. I have to ride it backwards all the way to the gate because I can't get from one gate to the other on a connecting flight. I'm currently in California. My tardive dystonia, and tardive dyskinesia, it fluctuates up and down. And the past 2 days, I've spent the majority or entirety of the day screaming in pain. I was able to kind of level out this morning with a lot of different coping mechanisms I have to try to get my body and my brain a little bit more under control so it doesn't hurt as bad. That don't involve drugs or anything like that, just different things like special Epsom salts, soaks for being outside in the cold helps, especially with the hot flashes. Seton, Delseton at UT pretty much just dropped me like a hot potato or like something that didn't even matter. And they're trying to say that it's trauma. Maybe it is allostatic load, but I know that this all started when I was forcefully medicated in Nevada for getting picked up for trespassing, for being homeless and looking for a job and a place to live. I finally, after 2 days, gotten some kind of relief, so I feel kind of tired right now. But I fought through all of the agony without going to the hospital. I hate going to the hospital. I won't go to the hospital in California because, I spent an entire summer in the hospital in California for this. And that's what got the state of Texas to send me to a neurologist. And then now they won't give me the brain surgery, the deep brain stimulation that I fought for and won. So I went all over the state to different neurologists that treat movement disorders on Medicaid, which is really hard to find someone who is credible or legitimate that treats movement disorders and takes Medicaid and answers their phones, etc. I found one that was out of this world, and that was Baylor Scott and White. I grew up with a wealthy family, and basically I know what it's like to be treated when you have private insurance and money, and that's the way they treat me. Even though I'm indigent, I barely have enough money to feed myself and survive. I really don't have enough money for that even, and they still treat me as if I'm a private paying client. They want me to have a neuropsychological evaluation before they'll proceed with the deep brain stimulation because they want to see how much of it is trauma and how much of it is actual brain damage, neurological damage. I am a pagan. Well, that's the word that I use to explain myself. I'm a satanic witch who believes in onanism, basically. So, Merry Christmas or whatever, but Christmas Day, I had a really good day. And I'm staying with a longtime friend that is like family. And these are sheets I bought myself to help me kind of feel comfortable and give me some peace and help me with my anxiety. And they're really soft, and I got them for like $40 on a Macy's clearance, and I love them. Anyway, so I have my own room in their home, but I can't live here because it's a variety of reasons. I can't live here long term. Gotta go back to Texas. I have been homeless since the end of September. So September, November, I roughed it as much as I could. Renaissance festivals, a hotel here and there, it was really bad. And then it got to the breaking point, and I had a ticket for California where I have a better support system, a network of real life ride or die true friends, and a synagogue that is kind of a complicated dynamic, but I love, and I love learning from them. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is I found a new neurologist. They want to send me for this testing. I can't afford it. It's $2,800. And I go back to Texas on the 5th. Then I have to try to fight with the housing authority not to take away my housing voucher, because I have a service animal that I no longer am able to walk. Physically, I'm handicapped. I don't seem handicapped some days, but some days I can't. I can't walk him, and I definitely can't exercise him adequately. So I need a place with the yard. So I moved from Austin and transferred my voucher somewhere else where it's more affordable and they have yards and stuff. And, I'm hoping that I get a response from them. I've been calling them every day since I got an email saying that the voucher was transferred. I'm scared I'm going to be homeless and lose my Section 8 and be at the mercy of men. I've never seen men be so predatory as when I became handicapped, and it's absolutely terrifying. So if I can get this test done by some other credible person, I don't even know what kind of doctor I need to go to for it, but the one in Baylor, Scott and White, is not covered by my insurance. I can't crowdfund that much money. I can't ask anybody for that much money, and I kind of feel like there's no way out, which is not a good feeling. So I had a really nice Christmas. I'm going to post videos of my amazing road trip through the area that I'm staying in. Right now I'm staying with my friend. He lives in the desert. And I'm just trying to take care of myself and eat, and I'm really focused on my mental health, and I'm on Klonopin to keep the pain and the anxiety attacks from causing the spasms, from it just to keep comfortable, but I can't live on this. I gotta detox. I really gotta get off these things, especially if they are not going to do brain surgery. I just have to be brave enough to face the symptoms. But it's scary because before I couldn't breathe. I kept going to the hospital for emergency, benzodiazepine shots, be that Ativan or Versed is very severe cases, because I couldn't breathe or the pain was so bad that I pretty much wake up every day screaming in pain, and I was on the floor all day, and there are some days where I get lucky and I'm fine, and there's some days where I push myself to try to push past it, and the spasms and the pain don't stop. But I still go out, and sorry about my crazy hair. It really never has behaved itself my whole life. It does what it wants. It's I don't know, it's not like a consistent thing where it's easy to tell people how to help you, or, where your limits, because your limits change from moment to moment. One day you'll be fine, and the next day you'll be fucking wanting to die, and like crying, and I mean, the wanting to die with this disorder doesn't go away when you feel better, because you know it's gonna happen again, and you don't even know if it's gonna hit you while you're feeling fine out in the world, running your errands, doing what you need to do to get through life and function and be stable, if not successful. All my hopes and dreams for my life went out the window. I can't write. Like, I hate who I am now. I used to love myself, even when I was homeless, when I had nothing. When society thought that I was just a throwaway, I loved myself. And now, I despise weakness. I despise that I have become a worm. And I feel like I've advocated and fought harder than I can even describe to you for my own well-being. And it doesn't even fucking matter. I'm just gonna be left like this. I can't even move to California because I can't find housing on Section 8 that's safe, that'll accept me, or that'll allow me to keep my service animal. California is really expensive, but they have really good healthcare programs for the poor. I don't want to just move across the country right now. I'm not ready financially. I want to hold on to everything that I worked my whole life to have. It's in a storage unit right now. And my dog is training with a trainer for service dog training. He's about to pass his public access test. I guess at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is I'm a person, and there are some fates worse than death. I'm going to post some really happy videos where I had a good day. But most days aren't like that. Mary Part, man.